What's going on, guys? My name is Triforce Addiction. Welcome back to another COD mobile video. So season 8 is not really around the corner, but we're drawing ever closer to season 8, and there has already been quite a bit of information. There's already the leaked crates, the leaked draws, and also the new weapon that's going to be coming out for that said season, which is another sniper rifle actually. And it's kind of crazy because we normally don't get a lot of sniper rifles. Last one that we got was like the Koshka, but that was like seasons back. But yeah, with snipers, we hardly get a lot of that. We usually get like assault rifles or SMGs. But as much as I hate snipers in this game because of how easy they are to use, it's still pretty nice because we do get a little bit more variety as the more snipers come out. So the sniper I'm talking about is the ZRG. So I believe this was a DLC sniper rifle for Black Ops Cold War. It was a bolt action. It's a little different. I think it was like an African-made sniper rifle from the 80s or the 90s, where instead of bolting usually on the right side, you bolt on the left side. It's kind of a weird weapon, but in Cold War, it was a very, very powerful one at that. But the problem was that, of course, it bolted very slowly. I can't really say much about Warzone. I know it's also available in that game as well, but I've really only seen FaZe Jev use it, and the way he uses it, it looks effective. I'm assuming it's effective. If you're gonna have a very slow bolt time, I think it's safe to assume that it would be powerful. But of course, I could be wrong. I have no knowledge on Warzone that much. So yeah, just keep that in mind. However, I did see some gameplay of it, and the bolt time does seem kind of normal at a regular speed. I don't think it's as fast as the Locust or the Outlaw, but I could see a lot of people using the fast switch method in order to, I guess, not have to bolt at all. Also, there is attachments very similar to the Koshka, the large caliber mag. They also have the FMJ rounds that, increase bullet penetration. Even though, the Koshka did not really need those FMJ mags. I could shoot through walls and get one-shot kills pretty easily without it. So that's just like an extra added benefit, if anything. But the large caliber does make it a little bit better with more range and more damage. But again, it's in most of these multiplayer maps, you're gonna be fighting in like close to medium ranges. Some may be long range, but I don't really think it's gonna be necessary to run a large caliber mag unless like you really like suck at sniping. However, the large caliber ammo does also have a secondary function. It does deal more damage to vehicles. I'm assuming that would be more effective towards Battle Royale, but we have at this point, we're gonna have 3 different anti-material rifles, like anti-tank stuff, like the Arctic 50, the Rytec, and now this one, but they never really seem to do enough damage to actually create a dent with those score streaks. Like let's say VTOL or Chopper Gunner or even Stealth Chopper, they're never really strong enough to handle those. I've seen people with the Rytec explosive mag try to damage my sentry gun, and it takes them forever to do so. Or I even see my own teammates do that, and it just takes too long. To be honest, having the ability to destroy tanks or destroy helicopters is something that I kind of wish that most of these snipers actually had in multiplayer, because they just don't really seem effective in the long run. It usually takes you a whole minute, even if you have those types of magazine options, in order to actually take down a helicopter or even a sentry gun. So it would be nice if they were a little bit stronger so you could actually take them down with more ease. If I do recall, they did have something like that in Cold War. They had a few attachment, or I think barrels, that helped increase damage towards vehicles. RPD was very notorious for that at the very beginning of the game, because it would take 3 seconds to just shoot down any helicopter or any high tier score streak. Of course, they did tone it down, but it was still fast enough. And that's something I kind of wish the snipers had, because they're anti-material rifles. They should be able to tear down through choppers or tanks or whatever the case may be a little quicker than 5 minutes. It's why even have anti-material rifles if they're not going to be used for that particular purpose? If anything, it could stop score streaks from being spammed so much. If someone calls in a stealth chopper, just a few shots, maybe 3 or 4 to the stealth chopper, just takes it down pretty quickly if you have a mag option like that. I think it'll have people think twice before they launch something like that, in the middle of a game. Again, we do have launchers and everything that do help with that, but sometimes you actually do need a secondary, like a pistol, if you're caught in a very sticky situation, I guess. So it would be nice if you had like some sort of attachment that could, you know, deal damage to those things a little quicker, because it just defeats the purpose of any anti-material rifle ever. But if anything, this is just like a pet peeve of mine. It's not something that like changes the game for me in such a negative way, but you know, it would be nice if we had a feature like that. So in terms of using the ZRG, I doubt it's going to be any different from like any other sniper, other than just those mag options, since it is a Black Ops weapon. I'm assuming it's going to have its light barrels, its extended mag, all that stuff. So we don't really have to worry about that. As for the fast switch method, it's probably going to be used since, like I said, it probably has like a really slow rechamber time. Unfortunately, that's something I do disagree with. I mean, I don't really use fast switch because it's kind of like an exploit if you think about it. Not having to ever bolt once is like extremely overpowered. And with all that being in the game, there are nut jobs out there that literally want snipers to be buffed again. It's like, dude, are you fucking high? Snipers already don't have flinch. They're super fast still. I mean, not as fast as a pistol anymore like before, but I mean, they're still very effective weapons. And keep in mind, like, this is the one Call of Duty game where sniping has never been so fucking easy. Whether you're on controller or touch, like, dude, it's, oh my god. It's not like Cold War where you have to focus on holding your breath and then, you know, dealing with the slow aim time. It's much easier in this game. But yeah, anyways, ZRG is coming out within Season 8. I think a Legendary is coming out with it, obviously, because it's another... I mean, every new weapon comes with a Legendary and Mythic. It's pretty much a given, but hopefully the Battle Pass skin for it looks pretty good. The Koshka looked alright. It did change it a little bit, but not to a crazy amount. If I understand correctly, the leakers did go through like the configuration files, because that's where all like the, I guess, the crates and the new skins are located. So they kind of know the names of it. I forgot what the name was for the ZRG. But yeah, the Battle Pass skin, it better look good. I mean, it should look good. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe for some more COD Mobile content. I'll see you guys next time.